From the DMZ to the NATO front, this is CRN.
Welcome to the Lightning Round.
Welcome.
Well, hello, and welcome to the Dave Kirshner Lightning Round podcast. Quick hit number 2. So, I was just scrolling through my email, minding my own business, and I got an article from American Action News, and I thought, oh, that's an interesting headline. I'm going to read that. And the title was Call to Action, Last Day for Public Comment on Biden's Changes to Title IX. I have daughters. This is of interest to me. So I start reading. And now you get a quick hit because, wow, the things that this idiot, this illegitimate jackoff is trying to do to Title IX is beyond comprehension. The article said, today's call to action is to provide public comments for the Title IX changes imposed by the Biden administration. Today is the 60-day expiration date and is the last day for public comments to be submitted. Visit regulations.gov to submit your public comment protesting the Title IX changes. It went on. Title IX is threatening to allow boys to use the same school bathroom as your daughters. It is allowing teenage boys to use the same locker room as your daughters. It removes the biological identity of boys and girls and men and women. It allows men to participate in women's sports. With these Title IX changes, the freedoms for which the women's rights movement fought for will be taken away. The right to freedom from harm will be obliterated for young girls and women with Biden's proposed Title IX changes. Just reading that, hold on, it goes on. Wait, not the article, but the next article in line. The headline for the next article in line out of American Action News, or AAN, was AOC claims America's lack of a female president is evidence that America hates women. You cannot make this shit up. You've got the dipshit in charge, the illegitimately elected numbnut. He's out there proposing to remove all gender labels from Title IX so that failed male athletes can compete against women, even though a failed male athlete, biologically speaking, is going to be bigger, faster, stronger than his female counterpart. That's when you have a male swimmer who was, 418th in the national rankings, taking on the women in the NCAA, and suddenly he's winning tournaments, he's winning swim meets. I wonder how that happened. His penis didn't make him more aerodynamic than the women. Maybe it was biological. Maybe it was genetic. You have failed boxers and MMA artists suddenly saying, hey, you know what? I think I'm a woman. And then competing in the women's bracket of MMA. And then he lands one punch and breaks her fucking skull. But yeah, AOC, we don't have a female president because America hates women. No, AOC, we don't have a female president because nobody in either party has put up a female president worth electing. As far as I know, the Republicans have never put up a female president. Now, there were some that were part of the 2016. There were like 22 candidates. There were a few women in there, but they couldn't hold their own. Are we now going to have to lower the bar so that we can have a female president? Or do we need to have better candidates? And AOC is contemplating a run for the 2024 presidential election. But she doesn't think that she'll be alive past September because America hates women. What a crock of shit. If anybody hates women, it's the left and their progressive bullshit. With these Title IX changes, they are basically saying, you're on your own, no protections for you. This is the kind of shit that drives me absolutely bonkers. And to put it in a more personal note for me, my daughter plays college lacrosse. Women's lacrosse do not wear pads. There's no shoulder pads, no elbow pads. The only player on the field playing women's lacrosse that has protective gear is the goalie. They have a helmet, they have a throat protector, they have a chest protector, because they're whipping a solid rubber ball at them upwards of 75 to 95 miles an hour. Now you take a failed male athlete who is suddenly confused about his gender because he's incapable of looking down and seeing his dick, apparently, wants to play women's lacrosse. Men are biologically different. They are physiologically different. Physiologically. They're bigger, faster, stronger. So now you take the rest of the field players who aren't wearing protective gear except for a set of goggles to keep the ball from rupturing their eye socket. That's it. That's the only protective gear they got. Maybe they have some gloves, but that's more for grip. There's no protection in the gloves. The men's game has thick pads on every finger all the way up to the wrist because they're being beaten by a stick in the men's game. In the women's game, they try to make it as non-contact as possible. Some of the rules are absolutely ridiculous. But they're not wearing protective gear. So now I've got the potential, because of Biden's progressive bullshit and AOC's blinders, there might be a male athlete competing against my daughter who's a defender who might wind up and crank up a shot from distance and possibly hit my daughter in the sternum and kill her. All in the name of equality. No. It's all in the name of stupidity and jackassery and dumb fuckery. AOC is a moron, and the guy that's sitting in the White House doesn't even know what day of the week it is an even bigger moron. Actually, I don't even think he knows that he proposed this kind of shit. He probably just delegated it to somebody else. Oh, and since we're on quick hits, here's Comrade Kamala. She grants an interview. She comes out of her fucking rabbit hole to say, oh, pay no never mind to the 2 million people that have walked across the border since Biden stole the election. Pay no never mind to that. Our borders are secure. This is the kind of shit that the left is peddling. I swear to you, make sure you're registered to vote, and you make sure you actually do go and vote. Because this is bullshit. Everything the left touches turns to shit. Dennis Prager said that, maybe not in those words, but Dennis Prager says that all the time. And the left is incapable of telling the truth. Dennis Prager says that all the time too. These are things that I agree with. Every single thing the left attempts to fix or touch turns to shit. Title IX is the latest victim to their bullshit. Okay, thus endeth the rant and the quick hit. You guys have a nice day. Be good, stay safe, keep your head on a swivel. I'm out!
Happy Hunger Games. And may the odds be ever in your favor.